Hello everybody, Maxus here with another review for you, and usually when it comes to review videos, you see these boxes as the first thing in this video, but this time is special because after 5 whole months of waiting and getting one, I finally got one. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about, whoa, I could have gone worse. This right here, the Nintendo Switch OLED. Yes, I actually spent 350 bucks for this thing. Yeah, I finally got it. I managed to pick one of these up 3 weeks ago at my local GameStop. Glad I did. But yeah, this is actually, I am really excited to do this. I thought about wanting to do a review video for this. Upset that I kind of had to wait that long to do it now. Upset that it took me 5 months to get one of these. But anyways, let's talk about this thing. You can see right here on the top left corner, you got the Nintendo Switch logo, and then someone's hand taking the Switch out of the new dock. You got the white Joy-Cons and the Joy-Con railing. You got the OLED saying right here. On the side, you got the Switch logo again, OLED. You can see what the features on the Switch. It's a 7-inch display, new dock with a LAN port, and a new kickstand, of course. On the back, you got the descriptions of the Switch. You got tabletop mode, docked mode, and handheld mode. On the other side, you get the same Switch logo along with all the other stuff that it comes with. The Switch, the dock, the grips, the straps, the cables, all of that stuff. Nintendo logo at the bottom, on the top, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this. But before I do, there's something we should know about the Switch boxes, aside from making the distraction to see what the boxes I hung up on my wall. Here's the Animal Crossing box right here, and then here's the OLED model box. Different length, different size. Yeah, it's kind of different. I guess if you can... Hard to do it one-handed. I guess if you do it like that, it's kind of like the same height. No, it's not. A little bit taller, but no. Yeah, I do like this model. I do like the model of this box, though. Both these boxes. Anyways, enough chit chat. And here is the Switch OLED in the dock in all of its gloriness. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I did. Anyways, let's go ahead and... So here are the accessories that it comes with. I'm not going to show the HDMI cable or the power cable because they're the same as a regular Switch. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with the Joy-Con straps because they're interesting in a way. So yeah, it does come with 2 of these. And they're all the same thing, same plus and minus and all that, same buttons that it comes with. And here's the interesting thing. The laces are actually different this time. Because as you can see, there is a nice black and white model with the laces on the... Yeah, you know. But apparently with the regular Switch Joy-Con straps, which I will grab one of them right here, or both of them, these are just all black. I kind of like how Nintendo actually went ahead and gave it like a nice pattern with the black and white straps. Because it kind of reminds me of the Skyward Sword Joy-Con straps that it comes with. Because they have like a nice pattern and all. These are just a plain black from the OG Switch. But yeah, these are the straps. And of course we have the usual Joy-Con grip that it comes with. It's all the same. From the front, from the back, from the sides. But the only difference that they have is that this Switch logo right here, it's actually glossy this time. And let me grab the other Joy-Con grip. As you can see, this one is like somewhat printed on there with a sheen texture and all. This one has a glossy texture. You can see as I shine it on the sun. Oh yeah, even the Joy-Con railings holders inside, whatever they're called, are even glossy as well. And these are just, well, I think they were before. Well, I have used this for a while, so yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense. Anyways, now with those out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the dock first. We'll save the Switch, that's the best part for last. So here is the dock right here. You got a bigger circle on both sides, I guess. Got a small Nintendo Switch logo this time, and yes, it is still engraved on there. I think that's the word I was trying to find. And then you got the TV logo and a LED light that actually got small. Kind of a downgrade though. We got the two USB ports as usual. We got the USB word thing, I guess, on there. And then you can see the side of the dock with the black in a circle way, I think. We'll talk about the inside in a bit. On the other side, nothing really good in there. Here's the back with a nice circle through thing. I can't speak. But this is actually a better way to use cable management and all. And of course we got the Nintendo logo engraved right there and HDMI right there. Now, before we get to the bottom, there are people who have been kind of living under a rock and not knowing anything about the Switch OLED, but here's one of the questions, and one of them is this back part on a hinge and a pain to deal with? And the answer is no, because this part can actually come off, it can detach off, and now we have a better look at the inside of the dock itself, where you can see all the cable managements. You get the AC adapter, the HDMI out, and of course the LAN port, the built-in LAN port now. Usually it's AC adapter, USB, and then HDMI out, but not this time. They actually switched them around and gave us a built-in LAN port. On the inside you can see the plugins right here. And there it is. I'm pretty sure this is what most people were excited about because they were really glad that they don't have to buy a separate Ethernet port to plug in on the Switch dock to get to connect through Ethernet. But that's a good thing though. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the bottom, cover this up for reasons. We got the rest right here all in a nice somewhat black foam, I think. Doesn't feel like foam. But yeah, you can see all the other stuff right there. And in the original dock, you get like 4 little circle foot pads or whatever they're called on the bottom. Not this time. This is an entire like ruler shaped thing. I don't really know what to say about that. But anyways, here's the top part. Nothing really important on the top, just all bland. And on the inside is, of course, the glossy piano black that you usually see on a PSP. But apparently with this, sorry, with this it'll still be the same thing. Still get fingerprints, still collect a lot of dust, get scratched easily, but it's nothing to worry about though, I guess. And then you got these two. I don't know if you can really see that. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, nice. There you go. On both of these sides, you got like a little rubber stop thing for the Switch inside. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the dock. And here's the OLED dock right next to the regular Switch dock. And I wasn't kidding when I said I had the Animal Crossing Switch. Excuse me. Animal Crossing Switch itself. So let's go ahead and talk about the comparisons. You got the small engraved Nintendo Switch logo on the OLED Switch. And usually if you have a regular black Switch dock, then the logo would be like right here in the center where my 2 fingers are from top to bottom. But since this is the Animal Crossing Switch, the Switch logo is right here and in all white. Kind of a poor choice to do so. Anyways, the TV and the light bar are a bit bigger. The TV and the light bar on the OLED dock have shrank, apparently. Kind of weird. And then here are the sides of the docks. The USB ports are both the same. The insides are both different. Rectangular stopper right there, a little bit smaller. And here's the stopper right here, but I don't know what material this is. And yet, however, the inside right here is foam, I believe. But in here, I think it's also the same material as the last one. No, it's a hard plastic. On both sides, they're both the same, nothing much. And then on the back, they both have the same Nintendo logo, but this one is bigger, this one is smaller. This back part right here is like a weird shape. This one has a circular shape. And when it comes to cable management, this one has a hinge. This one does not. Might want to be careful with this though. They say it's going to be easy to lose, but I don't see how something this big that is like the shape of Nebraska can easily be loose. I don't get that. Anyways, on this dock, you got the rectangular grill for the OLED to have cool air breathe out. And then on this dock, you have a small rectangle piece to let the air flow out. And also it has AC adapter, USB, HDMI out. But for the OLED dock, it's AC adapter, HDMI out, LAN ports. So yeah, that's one of the changes that this dock has. You can already see the major changes that it has. So let's go ahead and talk about one other thing though. The sizes. They do seem to be at the same height and all, but this one is a little bit wider. Kind of weird to do so. But anyways, there is another question that people would want to know. When it comes to the Switch docks, can you trade? Alrighty, apologize about that, guys. As I was saying, it doesn't matter what Switch you have or what dock you have. They will still work no matter what the models inside of the Switch is. Sorry. The inside of the Switches, the tech and all, they are kind of similar, and they will still work for the docks and all. If you guys want to know more about everything that there is, I will put a link on the upper right corner to Kevin Kenson's video, to where he's basically describing everything that the Switch has and what it doesn't have as well, and I will put that up there right now. And here it is itself, the Switch OLED that has been saved for last because it is the best in a way. So yeah, you can already see some differences, but first let's go ahead and talk about the Joy-Cons. Since we know that the Joy-Cons can't come off the Switch. So yeah, here are the white Joy-Cons, and they are looking really, really nice. You can obviously tell why I went with the white model, because the white model looks better on the OLED. And everything seems to be the same. These are still the same model Joy-Cons, so drift will still happen. Luckily, I have not been messing with these, for I have been messing with this Switch for literally 3 weeks. But yeah, let's go ahead and put them on the straps and the Joy-Con rails. We'll go ahead and start with these straps first. Show you what they look like. And as I put this one on off camera, here's what they look like, which I'm pretty sure a rare amount of people only use the Joy-Con straps. I mean, some people would just actually use them if necessary. And of course, I almost forgot, all Joy-Con straps still have that locking mechanism, so that the Joy-Con does not slide off the railing that easily. And of course, here's what they will look like on the grip. Nice black and white pattern. Looks really nice. And yes, I actually am someone who uses the grip. I know. But that's just me. Anyways, let's go ahead and put these back on the Switch and talk about it. Now, as you can already see, and as I said, I have messed around with this for a few weeks, so you can already see that I got a screen protector on here. So anyways, it has like a glossy outside barrier for the screen, and the screen itself has a smaller rectangular bezel around it. It is a 7-inch screen, so not much to worry about. And let me take this off to show you the railings in the inside. It is really, really different, and I'll show you that as soon as I compare this to the Switch. You can already see the 3 screws that it has, because the original Switch has like 5, I believe. I don't know. And on the top, you got your game card slots, which it's kind of going to be a problem. Talk about that in a bit. Headphone jack, cooling vent. I think this is a button. No, it's not. Volume buttons, power button. And on the bottom, you got your USB port into plugs to dock the Switch on the TV. And as you can see on the bottom, no serial code. But we do have some audio stereos right here. Audio stereos, what am I saying? Audio slots, I think. And then on the back, small Nintendo Switch logo on the kickstand. And let's go ahead and show you guys that. And as you can see, I think we have like enhanced audio system on the back. But anyways, the kickstand, which is one of the things that most people are excited about, and they really, really love. The adjustable kickstand, meaning that you can adjust this however you want. It is really, really good, and the serial code is hidden like right here from the kickstand. Then you can see where you can put your SIM card, and then everything else. You know, I might as well just show you the serial code anyways on the Switch, because you can barely read it. But yeah, when you turn this on, this is what the screen looks like. And yeah, way. And before anyone else asks, yes, it does work with the SplitPad Pros. Yes, it does work with the Bembot controllers, although I don't recommend using this kind of combo because I think the Switch will just read it differently. I just prefer you guys playing with two. Of course, this would not be a Switch OLED unboxing video without a comparison between the OLED Switch and the regular Switch. So anyways, let's go ahead and bring these a bit closer, and we'll talk about the comparisons if these switches would not fall out of my hands. Let's take the Joy-Cons out because they're both the same thing, nothing really to talk about. Same model, all that stuff. So yeah, the regular Switch has the bigger square bezel with a, I think they said it was a 6.2-inch screen. But the regular Switch OLED right here, small square bezel, 7-inch screen display, glossy outside. I think it's probably glossy as well. Actually, now that I think about it, oh yeah, the regular Switch is glossy. Anyways, here's the top. And this is the annoying part with the OLED. Apparently, with the original Switch, you have this little tab right here to get games out. Easy peasy like that. But with this one, you have to trust your fingernail to do so like that. And it's going to be a pain to do it. But yeah, the headphone jack, outer circle with a flat line, I guess. Just a regular circle. Bigger air vents, smaller air vents. The volume buttons on the regular Switch and the power buttons are circular, but on the OLED it's cylinderish. The regular Switch is a shinier black. The OLED, a sheen black. I think that's the word. And anyways, here are the rails. Yeah, you can definitely see the differences. And of course, the regular Switch is a little bit shorter than the OLED model because the OLED model is a little bit wider. On the back, small Switch logo right here, big Switch logo right here, and then information right there. And of course we got the crappy kickstand right here and the better kickstand right here. And you can already tell why this is a crappy kickstand because it's basically like this, and even if you try and place it on a couch, you can't because that's why. Or the other reason is that the kickstand can just pop out and then just detach. Luckily I was lucky enough that didn't happen. With this, you can put it on a couch and you have nothing to worry about. Easy peasy. And here are the two switches together in their docks, looking really good. But yeah, there are some differences between the. So with both switches on, let's go ahead and test out the audio real quick. And we're at the main menu on both of them so that we can see if there's any differences. So I'm going to go through these files like 3 times so that way you guys can hear the audio. So first off, let's grab the original switch. Alright, 3 times. Okay. OLED switch. I hear a difference. I really do hear a difference. And maybe it's just me, but yeah, there's a big difference. And also, it might be because the camera or something, but the brightness on both of these are way, way different. Hang on, let me get it in like a good angle for you guys. And yet, while I did that, I created a Switch DS. Anyways, they're both on auto brightness, and the brightness on the Switch on the top is way different than the one on the bottom. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but even when I try and move this around, let me show you. So for the game of the day, I thought why not go ahead and play some Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus, however you guys pronounce it. And the quality on here looks really, really nice. And of course, the only quality that the Switch has is 720 to 1080p, which it's not bad. I know a lot of people were expecting a 4K Switch, but who knows? Maybe one day we'll get a Switch maybe one day we'll get a Switch Pro. And yeah, I did hear that Nintendo is actually going to release a separate box for the white Joy-Cons and the OLED dock, which I didn't know you can actually get the dock alone until I saw a Lamar Wilson video. I missed. Which actually took me by surprise, so. Alright, let's battle. Probably gonna have to add him in my collection, even though I already have another Psyduck. And Quilava is down, but I can still revive him soon. Let's see here. Probably should just turn this down for reasons. The audio in here is great, by the way, because everybody is expecting like better quality. Well, I mean better audio. I can't even speak. But yeah, you guys should still let me know if you want me to do some gaming videos again. And here are the other questions that people need to talk about or ask about if they don't know anything about the Switch OLED. Move this out of the way because it's not a satisfied grip. I know I don't own one. Maybe one day I will. But here's one of the things that they want to know. Can the OLED Switch fit into a case if you don't have the OLED Switch case? And the answer is yes, but it's going to be like a really, really snug fit. The OLED Switch will fit into the regular case, but however, the game cartridge holders are going to fit like this whenever you cover the Switch. But don't worry, your Switch is not stuck in there for good. You just gotta find like a good place to pick it up and get it out of there.
and they were prepared to let it fit in any Switch, whether it's a perfect fit or a tighter fit, and yet they'll still come out either way. And since I'm putting this on, here's another question that people want to know. Can the OLED Switch fit into a grip, whether it's a satisfied grip or whether it's a different grip that's owned by Nintendo or another third-party company? And the answer is no, because even when I try to do so, then because of it being a little bit longer to take this Joy-Con out, it's not going to be able to fit perfectly. I mean, sure, it fits in okay without the right Joy-Con, but even if I do put the right Joy-Con in, it won't go in because it doesn't fit. However, Satisfy during those 5 months ago's, they actually did make a Satisfy grip for the OLED case. And by the way, since I'm bringing this back in, I can show you that these can actually come out alright.
So yeah, that is my review on the Nintendo Switch OLED. I am really happy that this is finally in my possession. A little bit upset that I didn't get it 5 months earlier, but that's okay. I bought it 3 weeks earlier, so it's still a good thing. Now, here's the $1 million question that many people are going to ask, and I'm really tired of hearing. Is this worth the $350? If you are a handheld player, yes, the screen's a good upgrade, the kickstand's a good upgrade, basically everything is a good upgrade for this. And no, I am not going to dock this on the TV because everything that was on the regular Switch, when you dock that on the TV, it's going to show the same thing on the screen. So, same thing for this. Speaking of dock, if you're a dock player, no? Maybe? I don't know. But if you're a 50-50 player like I am, then probably, yeah, this is probably going to be worth it. It's not worth the extra $50 though, but I understand why it had to have the extra. I understand why Nintendo had to give it 50 more bucks to this kind of upgrade. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more content. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of the Switch OLED? Would you get the white model or the neon red and blue model? Also, I have a TikTok. Go follow me there at MattMaxwell26. And if you guys want to know more about the OLED, I will put in annotation on the top right corner right here to Kevin Kenson's video where he basically said everything that there is to know about the OLED model, in case you missed it. And also, as usual, if you have a request for a video for me to react to, let me know in the comments below. With that being said, I am MattMaxwell26. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.